All right. Well, hey, it's great to see you. Thanks for taking a minute out. And again, where are you located in the world?
I am in just outside of Detroit, Michigan.
Okay, cool. In the Motor City, right on.
Yeah,
So,
cool.
how's the weather up there?
It's actually surprisingly nice.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's like 80 degrees is pretty good.
We're in here in Kansas City. We're going to be in like the upper 80s, which is weird. Like
Oh yeah.
we have the Indian summers, but for some reason, it's just a little thicker this year. So I think it's going everywhere, though.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's been it's been a little strange the past couple of years
Yeah.
with weather-wise.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if LA is like they've been in like 100-degree weather and even Arizona for
Oh
like
yeah, yeah.
100 days straight, which I know it's warm there typically, but
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah. I was actually I actually heard from somebody who lives in San Diego that he was shocked that it was like over 100 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Mm.
Because when I
Yeah.
went there, it was always in the 70s. Like, it may get
Yeah.
up near 80, but yeah.
I've been before, but that's on the bucket list.
Oh man, it's beautiful. It's a paradise for sure.
Yeah.
So, well, man, again, it's great to catch up with you. I want to begin our conversation with COVID. 4 years ago, it was raging. We didn't know what was going to happen. How did you get through that time period, and how has it changed the way that you do things now?
Yeah. So during the COVID time, I wasn't working, and I wasn't in school years. So I was kind of trying to figure out life, I guess you could say. So what happened was actually it was actually in the end of it was actually in the end of 2020 when I began to work on myself and started I started my journey on personal development.
So, let's talk about what you do right now. I know there's a lot of things that are a part of what you do, and you're
Yeah.
you're inspiring and helping a lot of people. If I put you in front of a bunch of third graders at career day and one of the kids was curious and said, "Hey, what do you do for a living?" How do you
hmm
answer that child?
Yeah, so I would say that I I help others who are going through hard times work on well, I want to mindset, but a third grader wouldn't know what that means. So I would probably say something like working getting the mind right, so that so that they can become like more effectively.
So, talk to me a little bit about where you grew up and kind of how you got to a point where you decided to help people, through your transformational coaching. How did this happen?
Yeah, so I actually at age 5 I got diagnosed with a condition, a movement disorder, where where it causes involuntary movements and muscle contractions, and that only progressed ever since being diagnosed. It's only gotten worse and worse, and so at in about around around '08 was when I had my last brain surgery done. And ever since then, I had not been able to be able to sit up in a wheelchair. And so my whole life has changed ever since '08. I had to learn to adapt to a whole new a whole new way of living, because I can no longer sit up anymore, which wasn't the case prior to that. Even though my condition was up and down.
So, talk to me about when you decided to start speaking to people. When did you make that choice, and what was it like the first time you did it?
Yeah, so I decided to make the choice of of speaking, and that that started in around 2021. Um, and I got a coach, and I started to dive deep into personal development, and I started I just felt like I felt like okay, I have a story. I have a story that can help other people, and and I know and and I know that it can make impact, it can make impact on lives. And so that's when I really started thinking about it more and more. And then the year after that, I actually I don't know. I think it may have been the year after, or that or the or the same year when when I began to speak up about it. I started talking more, started sharing more, started talking more about about my life information, and also how I went from being like down and depressed to being now to being now happy and living with purpose.
So, you're giving a lot to all of the people that are clients and that listen to you, but what are you getting from it? How much of all of this is helping you, and what is it doing for you?
Oh man, when I when I when I get when I get messages from people saying saying how much I've inspired them, or how how my story has made a change in their life, that means that means a lot to me.
Yeah.
So just knowing that my story and what I've done has made a change in their lives, that's you know that makes me feel great.
Yeah. So, who's been a hero for you? Who's been an inspiration for you to finally decide to put yourself out there to help people? Has there been a hero or an inspiration for you?
I have an inspiration, yes. There's a guy named Nick who has inspired me. Also Tony Robbins has also inspired me as well. Um, Being a part of a community of people that all like that that had an idea of my story. They have all also kind of like pushed me and kind of like motivated me to go through it and not hold back anymore. Well, yeah, there's a lot of people who have been kind of like supporting me throughout the journey.
So if you can meet one person that's been an inspiration or that has helped you quite a bit and spend a little time with them, just meet them. Who would it be?
Oh man, I would probably say it would be very cool to meet Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
Very cool to meet Tony Robbins. Yeah.
Yeah. So what is it that gets you up every day and motivates you to help other people? Because you obviously have your life you need to take care of, but what is it for you that allows you to give to others to help them?
Um, I'm sorry. Can you please say again?
So what is it that is your motivator every day to wake up to do this work, to
Um,
help people, to speak to them, to write? What is that motivation for you?
well, I mean, that's that's part of life, you know. We either we either choose to live in a positive way and share what we've been through positively, or we can be negative and just forget about everything, and just not care about it, not care about I care about moving forward and growing ourselves as well as well as making impact in other people's lives.
So what's been the best advice you've ever gotten?
Best ways, yeah, best ways. The best ways I've ever got was probably let me get on let me think on that one for a minute.
Okay. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let me ask you this. Of everything that you've done in your life up to this point, what are you the proudest of?
I'm the most proud that I have accomplished and finished a best-selling book. That was a that was a that was a huge milestone. That was a huge milestone in my life that I've accomplished.
So, are you writing another book or do you write daily? How does that work for you?
I mean, I will I like journal,
Yeah.
but for right now, I don't plan on writing a new book. I I plan on moving forward with coaching and speaking instead for now. We'll see. We'll see what happens in the
Yeah.
future.
Yeah, for sure. What's been your favorite fan letter from your book? What's one that stands out?
And I've had a few, like I've had I've had one person who has told me that it was the best book that she's ever written that she's ever read in her life, and that she can relate to the she can relate to the to like to the to the point that I'm making in the book. I've had another person who said it's very inspirational. It's very like very very relatable and that and that they can apply to their lives today. I've had a few. I've I've had a few very powerful ones actually. Yeah.
So, for anyone out there that's listening to this that thinks, "Man, it's too hard. Life is too hard." What advice would you give them? What inspirational words would you give them?
I would say that no matter how tough life is, you are not the only one who's living a hard life. There are other people out there who are living a hard life as well, but they choose to look at it in a different perspective.
Yeah.
So it's all your choice and how you want to move forward with with life you have. You only get one life, so yeah, make the most out of it.
So, if anyone out there wants to hire you for coaching, see you speak, pick up your book, any of the good business about your story and your life, where do they go?
Yeah, so I would say first go to nolankashat.com and that has that has everything where you can get a free PDF of the book. You can schedule a consult with me for coaching or for speaking. Um, and you can kind of see a breakdown of about me and all that stuff. Otherwise, if you want to see more a more personal side to me, you can follow me on Instagram, and that's also at no one can try it.
Right on. I will put links in the show notes. Nolan, I'm glad we caught up again. Thank you, sir, for the work you're doing. It's a pure inspiration, so I appreciate you talking about your life and your story.
Thank you. I appreciate you.